I was worried, I was stressed, I was all over the place. It was like soul destroying that nobody believed in us. So it is crazy starting a business and having a child at the same time. What I love about you is it's very black and white. Focus on building a strong network. You've got to focus on yourself.
When you can look back on the journey and see all the challenges you overcame, you realize the dream. This is Stuart Doughty bringing you this week's version of Business Mindset. And I'm joined today by Noel Halligan from a beautiful Miami Beach, if you're wondering where he's from. We're talking about business mindset and celebrating his company's 6 years in business as the co-founder of NoCo Hair, the award-winning salon in Bristol. Welcome, Noel. It's great to see you, and it's amazing to see you from Miami Beach. What are you doing there?
Quite surreal, isn't it? So thank you for the introduction, Stuart. I'm Noel Halligan. I'm the co-founder of NoCo Hair. We've got a hairdressing salon in Bristol and a training academy where we're training up the next generation of hairstylists. The reason I'm out in Miami is, well, primarily to take a break, but also to kind of wrapped up in a higher way of thinking, really. I needed to create some space in my mind. I had an opportunity with my friend Sam to come out and took it. And I'd probably say it's been one of the most life-defining trips that I've ever done. So I'm pleased to be here and can kind of go on and bring a lot of stuff home.
Which Noel is amazing, because normally when we have these conversations, you're in the salon in Bristol, but it was amazing what you just said then about, you are a successful entrepreneur and you're saying this is quite a life-changing trip. I'm intrigued to know why that is, but also we're here to talk about your business and you've celebrated your 6th anniversary of NoCo Hair.
Well, yeah, NoCo is a huge success. I mean, when I first met you, you just moved back from America, I think. You came over and had your hair cut with me. I was a stylist at Sean Hannah, which was an up-and-coming salon in Bristol. I was out drinking a lot. I was smoking a lot. I was living in a bachelor pad, earning £700 a month. I do not know how I supported that lifestyle. You came in and said, look, come on, things can change. You can make it really good for you. You're working in a good place. You've got a whole world of opportunity ahead of you. I can really help you do that. Like, what is it that you want out of life? And I really didn't know what I wanted out of life at that stage. We had several meetings and I eventually ended up doing your course. You helped inspire me. I think the first thing we worked on was, would you like to earn more money? So I was, yeah, of course I would. Who wouldn't want to earn more money? So we looked at doubling my wages within the first 6 months. I think your course was 6 months. So doubling my wages, which seemed to me, I was like, well, £1,500 a month. There's nothing you can't do for that a month. So I did your course and then remarkable changes within the first few months, really. One of the first things I did was focused on lifestyle and who I was becoming, what the person I need to be was going to be this successful hairdresser. I think at that stage, I was kind of just looking to be respected as a hairstylist. Then I realized I needed to make some lifestyle changes. So I woke up one day with a hangover and had a realization from my conscious way of thinking about my subconscious way of thinking, and managed to stop drinking just like that overnight. And then became healthy. I started running, started focusing my targets on running marathons and how fast I'd like to run them or how far I'd like to run. And generally just ended up becoming a better person. I ended up getting a relationship with the girl of my dreams. And then I kind of went on with me being a better person, knowing that there's a world of opportunity out there. I don't need to just kind of get wrapped up in things like drinking and smoking and all that stuff just because everybody else is. And I think that's probably one of my biggest learnings from you, is that you can be who you want to be and just go with it.
Yeah, that's cool, isn't it? Yeah, we can be whoever we want to be and we can achieve whatever we want to achieve if we can believe in it, which you did, because you created that dream, right, to open your own salon in Bristol as a result of some of the mindset work that we were doing, the personal development work that we were doing. But tell us about that then, because it's the 6th anniversary, which was remarkable. We were talking about it a couple of weeks ago. 6 years in business. And we know a lot of small businesses struggle to survive that long. What made you do it? What gave you the courage and belief to do it? And what's the journey been like?
The first point is that it's not a smooth trajectory. Everyone thinks it's going to go like this. It's not. It's more like this. There's at the beginning, particularly, and then it's kind of like that. But it's I'm a co-founder, so my business partner is called Corey Taylor. She's one of the best colorists, if not the best hair colorist in the southwest of England. And we were working together at Sean Hannah. I wouldn't say we were even that close at the salon that we were working at, but I was entering the L'Oreal Colour Trophy, and I knew how good she was she maybe didn't know how good she was herself. We ended up finding this amazing model, and then we ended up winning the competition for our region, which was amazing. So we ended up getting some status from winning an award, and that opened some doors to some conversations. I was already on the process of thinking about having my own salon by this stage, and she kind of had an interest. We were so opposite, like so logical and so data driven and so kind of cautious in her thinking.
She's organized, is cool.
Organized, and then there's me that's kind of like impulse. If I book a flight to Miami, it took me all of 2 seconds to think about it. It came into my head and I booked it. So she wouldn't do that. So we need that. She's my voice of reason, and I'm the guy who inspires her to go forwards. So the second time I did your course was when we'd invested a lot of time, a lot of energy into working out whether we were the right people to have a salon together, whether it's something that we wanted to do, and focusing on the end goal. But every time we went to get a property, they'd turn us down because we had no business history. We had no books that we could show that was proven success in business. And we were looking at two seats, 3 seats, like small units and in back streets. It was like soul destroying that nobody believed in us. So I contacted you by saying, we've actually found a unit. It's amazing, but I'm really struggling because I've got a baby that's due on the same day that we're about to sign the lease. So signing the lease and a baby due at the same time on paper, it is crazy. Starting a business and having a child at the same time is just like, in my head, I was worried, I was stressed, I was all over the place. And then I came to you and I said, look, Stuart, I'm signing up this lease and I've got the baby. Oh my God, it's awful. And I think you just looked at me, and this is what I love about you. It was very black and white. It was like, you just went, is it? And then you made me kind of, is it actually bad? Can we turn this into a positive? What does a salon need to look like? And what does it look like with a baby? So now I've got a baby who's 6 as well. So she's grown with it. So you kind of an idea of the scale of the age of the business. But one of the things that we focused on was, if we're going to have a salon, we're going to make it the best salon. So then how do we make it the best salon? How do we know if it's the best salon? What metrics are we using? So we want to be the best salon in the UK. So we're going to win an award for that. And within 10 months, we won the best new salon in the UK at the British Hairdressing Business Awards. But we work hard at setting the mind up right, getting the body right, and then kind of results. So since then, in the last 6 years, we kind of used those methodologies along the way, and it's been very challenging times, particularly when you've got 2 people who are very different. But at the end of the day, we've ended up with a good business, a good name, and I can say that there's nothing. Well, I'm at 6 years thinking about where we are now. I'd be very happy to be in this position.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, you can look back on the journey and see all the challenges you overcame. You realize the dream, and that 6 years ago, when you had that dream, you're not sure it's going to happen. You look back and it's like, yes, we did it. We came through a lot of challenges. We've grown together. We've created something special. I mean, Salon was featured in BBC Design Makeover, right? The Makeover Masters. Can't think of the name of the program. What was it called? Design Masters?
Interior Design Masters with Alan Carr on BBC One.
So finally, one thing I want you to count with here is any insights or tips for other business owners that are building their business the way that you're building yours? What would you tell people are the most important things to focus on and to help you achieve?
Focus on building a strong network. But before you get into the network, you've got to focus on yourself. And you can't get your body right unless your mind's right. So this is where you come into it. Have a voice of reason, a person who's there, a coach. Like, just saw Andy Murray's just started to coach Novak Djokovic. Novak Djokovic is the best in the world, probably one of the most anyone's ever won. Still got a coach. It's the same for being in business. But since I've been here, I've come up with 3 methodology, a 3-step process that I think works for me. Might not work for everybody, but I like to see, say, do. I'm going to have a book on this. See, say, do. So you see it. You've got to spend time on the visuals. You've got to see it. You've got to say it so somebody else understands it, and then you do it. And then as an entrepreneur, you don't have to do it. It's more who than do. You've got to create a list of stuff that you should do, but definitely work on yourself, and don't focus on what other people are doing and their results, because you will very easily end up with the same as them. So see it, see, say, do.
Perfect. I love that. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. In your imagination, create the vision, speak it into life with your thoughts and your communication, and then go on and do it. Take the action. Perfect. I love that. It becomes real. It's beautiful. It's brilliant.
Yeah. No.
You know, that is really insightful. I hope people get that. It's as simple as that. Seeing it in your imagination, creating it, dreaming it up, speak it into life, and then take action instantly on good ideas that you like. So let's wrap it up here from where I am in cold England, Southern England, and where you are in beautiful sunny Miami. It's beautiful this time of year. Noel, thanks for joining me here from all the way from Miami Beach for this business mindset discussion. Thank you so much.
No worries. Take care, Stuart. You've been a great help for us. Thank you.
Well, bye.